What if I told you that in the sky above us, 4 nights in 2025 will be unlike anything you've ever seen before? 4 nights when the moon won't just shine, it will perform. A glowing stage, a cosmic drama, written by the universe itself. And if you miss them, you may never see anything like it again in your lifetime. Stay with me, because from the very first second to the very last, we're taking a front row seat to the moon's greatest shows of 2025 nights, when the heavens will burn red, blaze silver, and shine brighter than ever before. Picture this. You're standing under the night sky, and suddenly the moon begins to fade. A shadow creeps across its face. The bright silver orb you know so well starts turning copper, then deep red, until it looks like the moon itself is on fire. This is the Blood Moon, a total lunar eclipse. On September 7th, Earth will slide directly between the sun and the moon, casting its massive shadow across our lone satellite. But here's the mystery. If Earth's shadow blocks sunlight, why doesn't the moon just disappear? Because light bends. Sunlight filters through Earth's atmosphere, scattering blue light, letting only fiery reds and oranges pass through. That light curves, wraps around Earth, and paints the moon in blood. The same effect that makes sunsets burn scarlet is now stretched across the entire face of the moon. Ancient cultures trembled at this sight. To the Inca, a jaguar was attacking the moon. To the Mesopotamians, it was a warning from the gods. To us, it's a reminder that the Earth and moon are bound in a cosmic dance, and we're watching from the perfect vantage point. But this fiery eclipse is just the beginning, because a month later, the moon doesn't just glow red, it grows bigger. Now imagine the moon rising from the horizon. At first, it looks normal, but as it climbs higher, you notice something uncanny. It's larger, brighter, almost too close. That's because on October 7th, the moon reaches its closest point to Earth in its orbit. Astronomers call it a supermoon. To your eyes, it can appear up to 14% bigger and nearly 30% brighter than an average full moon. If you've ever seen one, you know it feels like the sky itself is leaning closer, whispering secrets in silver light. Photographers will flood the beaches, the fields, the rooftops, waiting for that magical moment when the supermoon rises. The trick is to catch it on the horizon, where our brains play illusions, making it look even larger. But don't blink, because this isn't the biggest one yet. October's supermoon is just the opening act. The real showstopper comes in November. Mark this night on your calendar. November 5th, 2025. The night the moon will steal the entire sky. On this date, the moon hits its closest approach of the year, making it the largest and brightest moon of 2025. How bright! Imagine walking at midnight without streetlights and still seeing your shadow on the ground. Imagine reading a book under pure moonlight. This is the night when the moon's glow can rival the lights of the city itself. Throughout history, people feared nights like these. A moon too bright was seen as an omen. Farmers called it the hunter's moon, believing it guided predators in the night. Poets saw it as a silver eye watching from the heavens. And lovers? They always believed the brightest moon carried their wishes straight to the stars. But this isn't just poetry, it's raw science. At perigee, the moon is about 30,000 miles closer to us than at its farthest point. That's why it looks nearly a third bigger. Our ancestors didn't have telescopes, but they knew nights like this were different. You'll feel it too, as if the sky itself is glowing. But don't think the story ends here, because the moon saves one last performance for December, its final curtain call of the year. Winter nights are already magical. Crisp air, stars glittering sharper, silence heavy in the cold. And on December 4th, the moon makes its final bow, the last supermoon of 2025. This isn't just another bright moon. It's a cosmic farewell. The moon will hang heavy, luminous, casting a frosty silver over the earth. Snowy landscapes will glow, oceans will roar under the stronger tides. And as you look up, you'll realize you're witnessing the closing chapter of the moon's 2025 story. Ancient cultures called winter moons the cold moon, or the long night moon. They believed it was a guardian lantern to guide them through the darkest nights of the year. Today, you'll feel the same sense of closure, of timelessness, of being small yet connected to something infinite. 4 nights, 4 stories, 4 moments when the moon becomes more than just a rock orbiting Earth. In September, it bleeds. In October, it grows. In November, it dazzles. In December, it bows. Each performance reminds us that we're not just living on Earth, we're part of a universe in motion. The moon has been our companion for billions of years. It has guided migrations, inspired myths, measured calendars, and lit the darkest paths of humanity. And in 2025, it will remind us again of its power. But here's the haunting thought. If the moon can still surprise us after all these millennia, what else in the cosmos is waiting, just out of sight, to shock us next? So, when September through December arrive, don't hide indoors. Step out, look up, watch the sky. Because these nights are more than astronomy, they're experiences. And years from now, when people talk about the moon's greatest shows, you'll remember, I was there. I saw it. This is the moon's biggest shows of 2025 you can't miss. And if you loved this journey through time and space, subscribe, because the next story we're chasing out